Hey guys, it's Emma from Looming and Crafts, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this really adorable mini Rapunzel. This is the first video of my mini Disney princess series that I'm going to be doing, and I think this Rapunzel is absolutely adorable. I will have more videos for this series up soon. I do want to talk about a few things about her first. One of the things I'm going to be making a slight change in her. The only change is that this band and these bands will be yellow because I think that gives the hair, makes the hair look better instead of just tan, except for, here. Also, for her hair, this is supposed to give the effect that it's all pulled over to one side. However, if you want, you can add hair on. When I add the hair, I just add 3 of it on this side. I think that 3 of it on both sides is a little much, but I also think that 1 on each side isn't enough. So I just really like this over to the side, but you can do whatever you want with it. You can also make the hair as long or as short as you like, and you can also just make as many strands as you like. I think 3 is perfect, but that's just me. You also don't have to put the rubber band, if you can kind of see. I kind of wrapped a rubber band around it just to kind of keep it contained, but you don't have to do that. You can just let it be without a rubber band. So, yeah. Also, I would like to give inspiration credit to Tutorials by A. She gave me the idea to make this mini Disney Princess series from her Disney Princess series as well as her mini figure tutorial. I do want to say, though, that although she gave me inspirational credit for it, I have not watched any of her Disney Princess videos, which I might, but I haven't yet. And I also have not watched her mini figure tutorial for the girl or the boy. So this is completely my own design. I made it up on my Rainbow Loom. I didn't watch her video and make it off her. I made it up on my Rainbow Loom. If some things from her design are similar to mine, I did not purposely copy her. So yeah, I made this up on my Rainbow Loom one day, and the only thing I used was a picture of Rapunzel from Google just to see kind of what she looked like so I could place the bands color-wise. Anyways, that's all I have to really say about that. So again, thank you to Tutorials by A for inspirational credit on this. And, yeah, let's just get started with what you'll need. To make this mini Rapunzel, you'll need, obviously, 1 Rainbow Loom, and we will let that focus. There we go. Sorry about that. Anyway, 1 Rainbow Loom, a Rainbow Loom hook or a crochet hook. Today I'm using the pink metal tipped hook from Rainbow Loom. However, you can use any hook you want. Also, all the supplies I'm using today can be purchased from the Rainbow Loom web store. For bands, you're going to need a color that will be her dress. That will need to be purple. Today I'm using jelly purple, but you can just use regular purple. The reason I'm using jelly is because my example one that I showed you in the intro was just regular purple, so I wanted to kind of change it up and use some jelly purple. You will also need, obviously, some skin tone bands. I'm using the paler ones from the Rainbow Loom Skin Tones pack. I just picked out the paler colors to use for her because I think those look better. However, you can use whatever color you want. Also, I have a pile of skin tone over here. However, if I run out, I will have to take some from my band organizers. If I run out of any colors, I'm sorry if it takes me a while. It's from where I'm sitting to where my band organizers are. It's a little bit of a long reach. So if I kind of hesitate, I'm sorry about that. I do have piles of all my colors here, but if I ever run out, I will need to grab some. So I'm sorry if that takes me a while. And also just because I'm picking out certain skin tone bands, so that might take a while. Anyways, back to what you'll need. You'll also need, of course, yellow bands for her hair. I'm just using regular yellow, but you can use kind of any shade that you want. You can use the jelly yellow, which I think is really cool, but I don't really have any of that, so. You'll also need pink bands, and these are just from the sleeves, and I do know you only need 4. 4, it zoomed in, 4. I was going to take a band count, but I forgot, so yeah, sorry about that. So I know you will need 4 pink bands. And I also know you will need 2 black bands for the eyes, as well as a C-clip is optional to secure your project when it's finished. I'm just going to be doing a slip knot. However, I think it's a good idea to use a C-clip only because there are a lot of bands to secure, so yes. Another thing that's optional is a mini loom. I'm going to be using one because, whoa, dropped it, sorry about that. Because for the hair, I think it makes it easier to make for me. However, you can use 2 pegs on your loom, 2 fingers, your hook, 2 pencils, anything like that. Basically what the hair is it's just 3 single chains of 8 bands. So, yeah, I'm just going to be making mine on my mini loom, but this is optional. You don't need it. So, I think we've gone through everything. So, since I've been talking for a while, let's just get into the tutorial. Okay, so I'm going to move my hook aside, and we're going to start with the head. You're going to take 2 yellow bands and go straight into the center here. Straight into the center from here. I'm just going to go out from the center here. Then you're going to want to take 2 more yellows and go down. Down again. And now from here it's going to be skin tone for the face. So take 2 of your skin tone bands and go straight up here. And straight up here. So now what you're going to want to do is go in here and here. And my bands are twisted, sorry about that. I didn't twist them. There we go. And now you're just going to want to fill in the center using skin tone bands. Sorry, you can't grab one. There we go. So 1, 2, and 3 to fill in the center. Now that that's all done, we're going to move on to the body. So just start by taking 2 skin tone bands for the neck, and you're just going to go straight here. And now we're going to actually start on the body. So you're going to take 2 purple bands and go straight like up to the neck, and do that again with your neck set. Now you're going to want to go straight down 3 times on each side. So I'm just going to start on this side, going straight down 3 times. That's 1, that's 2, and this will be 3. Sorry, there's a broken band right there. That is 3. So we're now going to do the same thing on this side. So just take 2 bands and go up or down. Either way works. Down. And down again to make 3 times. Whoops, dropped one. Sorry about that, I dropped a band right there. Huh? And 3 times. So you're now going to want to take your purples and fill in the center. And this should take 3 as well. So just go down the center 3. And then you're going to want to take double of your jelly purples or your regular purple, and I didn't twist a band there, and you're going to want to go from this peg into the center, like that. And then do the same thing on the other side, like that. Now we're going to make the arms. For the arms, you're going to want to take double of your pink and go straight up here, and double of your pink and go straight up here. Now you're going to want to take a single skin tone band and wrap it around this pin 3 times. So that's 1, 2, 3. Now you're going to want to wrap it, cut that part Emma. Now you're going to wrap it around this one 3 times as well. Just a little disclaimer, I'm wrapping this one with my bad hand, so please excuse. Now you're going to wrap it around this one 3 times as well. Just a little disclaimer, I'm wrapping this one with my bad hand, so please excuse that, but you know, 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Now push these down. This is for a later step. You're going to want this pushed down. And now while we're at it, we're just going to cap off these 2 pegs down here. So we're going to do the same thing, just wrap a band around each bottom peg 3 times. So that's 1, 2, 3. And now do the same thing on this side. Again, sorry, this is my bad hand, so 1, 2, 2, and this would be 3. Wait. Got it. Okay, there we go. 3 times. Push those down. And now we're just going to make the eyes. So for the eyes, you're going to want to take your hook and your black bands and wrap the black bands around your hook 4 times. Then you're going to want to do the same thing with the other black band, 4 times on your hook. And then you're going to want to take a single skin tone band, put it on your hook, and then take both your black bands and pull them onto the skin tone band. Once you're done, take these bands and place them on that peg and that peg. Now separate the eyes so they're on different sides, like that. And now you're going to take your hook and put it in between that band, grab the top layer and loop it up onto the peg above it. So now we're just going to make the hair. So we're going to focus on our mini loom for now. Let that focus. Sorry about that. There we go. So like I said, for the hair, it's just 3 single chains of 8. So first single chain, you're going to want to put one diagonal, or not diagonal, across your mini loom in a figure 8. Then you're going to want to put one across that's just regular, no twisting. Then you're going to want to take your hook, loop it over on each side, the bottom band over on each side. Now push it down and add on another band, just regular. Then loop the bottom ones over. Now, for counting purposes, I count a little bit different than some people. I know some people just count the bands that have already been looped. However, I count all of them. So right now there are 3 bands on my mini loom the way I count. So, the band that's currently on your mini loom that I'm pulling with my hook is 1. The one that I'm pointing to is 2, and then 3. That is how I count. So now that you know how I count, you can go ahead and make this if you're a speedy loomer and know how to make a single chain. If not, you just want to keep watching, then that's fine. Place another one on, and then loop the bottom one over on each side. Push it down, add your next band on, bottom one over on each side. And then just take and pull it. I like to pull it. And then just your next band. And then pull it over. And your next band. Sorry, you guys can't see that. I'm sorry. Pull it over. And I just pull it. And I'm just going to count because I haven't been keeping track of how many are on there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Okay, so I need one more. So I'm just going to place one more on there. Loop the bottom ones over. And we're done. So that is 8 on there, counting the one that's still on my loom. Now you're going to want to take the end and pull it over to the other side, like that. Now you're going to want to stick your hook through so you can pull out and then release. And this is one strand of hair. Go ahead and make 2 other ones the same way. However, I have already made 2 more and put them off to the side. So I'm just going to quickly slip those on my hook. And I will show you how to attach them all to your loom. Whoops, one came undone. Hang on. There we go. You can set these off to the side if you go gently. Because as you see here, if you go gently, the bands won't break off. Or won't like separate. So, I'm going to reattach that. So what I'm going to start off doing is you have to do this one at a time. So I'm going to pull these 2 other strands, and you would probably you should be doing this one at a time, but I made my other ones pre. So I'm just going to pull those to like the back end thick part of my hook and focus on this first one. So we're going to bring back our loom, and we're only focusing for the hair on this top pin here. So take the hair on your hook and then attach it to that top pin. You then pull it to the side and let it be. Now grab your next one, and you probably haven't made this one yet, but go ahead and make it and then pause the video. And then attach it right over that, pull it to the side, and then push down. And then you're going to just take your last one, put it on that peg, pull it to the side, and push down. And that is your hair completely made. Now we're just going to add our triangle bands, and we are ready to loop. So, I'm going to take a single skin tone band, and add it right here. Go down. A single jelly purple band. Add it on these 3. Single jelly purple band, and add it on these 3. And we are done, and we can loop. So for looping, we're going to start by looping the arms. You're going to want to go in the cap band, which this is the step we push down for. Grab that bottom band, hold the cap band, and then loop it around and secure it on that bottom peg. And then you just do the same thing for the other arm. Going in, grabbing the cap band so it doesn't pop off, and looping around with your finger. And we're done. Now we're going to loop the actual body. So for the body, we're going to start on this peg. We're going to go in through that cap band, top 3 layers, which is the cap band. Grab the top 2 rubber bands and loop them to the center. Do the same thing on the other side now. Go through the cap band, top 2 bands, and pull them to the center. So now you're just going to go to this peg, go underneath the cap band, grab the top 2 rubber bands, oops. I grabbed 3, so I had to put them back on the peg. Hang on a minute. There we go. If that happens where you grab 3 or the wrong bands, just put them back on and then tug on the side of the band and they'll pop right to the bottom. Whoops, I just threw my hook. I'm sorry. Anyways, we're going to do that and just go under the cap band and grab the bottom 2 rubber bands, top 2, whatever, and loop them forward. And now do the same thing on the other side. And these were easy because they were spaced out, but mine got close together when I was looping the other one. So there's that. Now you're going to want to go in the center, and this one can be tricky. I've had it, this is like the 3rd time I'm filming this, and one of them because I grabbed the wrong bands and it all messed up from there. So you're going to be very careful because there are a lot of bands here. So I'm not even, if you guys can't see this, I'm really sorry. I'm not even looking on the camera to make sure you guys can. I'm looking at my band so I don't mess up. But you're going to want to go under all of them. Make sure you go under all of them. The bottom 2. And loop them forward. And now this is very important. You can always undo it now, but once you take it off, if you didn't get it right, it's not going to be fixable. So, I was making sure that there were 2 there. I thought there was only 1. I'm going to turn it over and make sure you grabbed all those rubber bands. If you haven't, make sure to take it back to this peg and make sure you grab them all, because if you can fix it now, but once you start taking it off, you can't fix it. And that's kind of where I made a mistake. I don't think I had all of them until they broke. So, yeah, just be careful about that. I'm really stressing that because I don't want you guys to mess up like I did. Okay, so once you have that, like all the stressful stuff should be over for a while. So you're just going to want to go under here, or push back the triangle band, grab your top 2 and loop them forward. Then grab the 2 in the middle and loop them forward. And then push back the triangle band, grab the bottom 2 on that peg and loop it forward. Like I said, it's very important that you make sure you get them all. And it's also very important you push back this triangle band or else it'll all fall apart when you're done. So now we're just going to push back the triangle band here and loop those bottom 2 bands forward. Like that. Middle 2, loop them to the center here, or just loop them forward. And then go under this triangle band here, grab the bottom 2, and loop them forward. So that's that. So now we're just going to loop these ones into the center, so go under the armbands. And I only got 1, that's okay. And I'm sorry, my loom always slides on this table. I'm really sorry. But okay, so now you're going to want to grab these bottom ones, skin tone neck bands. So you're going to want to go under all those bands grab the neck bands. And then just loop them forward. And they are going to be tight, so there we go. I don't know if mine are tighter because they're purple jelly. Yours might be looser, but I don't know. So then you're going to want to grab the top 2 bands and loop them to the center. Whoops, you guys couldn't see that. Sorry about that. And the next 2, loop them to the side. And finally the last 2 and loop them to the other side. And now you're just going to want to go under these bands, grab this one, and loop it forward. Some of my bands, I don't know, I'm just leaving them. Then go under these ones. Whoops. Then go under those bands, grab those 2, loop them forward. Those 2 and loop forward. Then go under the eye band, grab the yellow ones, loop them forward. Grab the middle ones and loop them forward. And sorry, I couldn't push back my loom anymore, so I was struggling with that. And grab the next yellows and loop them forward. And then just, this one's easy, just grab them and loop them. I've also messed up here where I didn't get all the hair and it broke. So I'm actually just going to tilt it so I can see better. I'm really making sure that I'm seeing, and I'm pulling back all these hair bands and grabbing the 2 and looping them to center. I am just making sure I can see that I've gotten all those pushed back and you can see those bands. I'm grabbing them and pulling them to the center, making sure I have secured all the hair on this side. And you can even kind of pull it and be able to tell, so just be careful of that. And now you're actually done. So you're going to want to stick your hook, I'm going to turn mine sideways for this, through all those bands, so it's tilted out to the side. Grab a single yellow band, put it on your hook. Whoops. And then pull your hook through all those bands, attaching it onto the hook again. And then just pull it through like that and tighten it to create a slip knot. No, make sure not to pull it too tight or it'll break. And also, if it does break, just do it again, but I don't like mine breaking. And now you can take it off your loom. And there you have your little Rapunzel. So, you're going to have a bit of a mess. Totally good. The first thing you want to do is tie off this loop here in the back. So just stick your hook under some bands, grab the slip knot, and then pop it under here like that, so that's hidden. So then you're going to want to kind of puff out the eyes and kind of pull out the hands. And then you can rubber band the hair by taking a single yellow band and just twisting it into the hair. And mine kind of got a little crazy, but just twist that into the hair. Like that. Like so. And this is your finished Rapunzel. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up to let me know, and subscribe to see the rest of my mini Disney Princess tutorials as well as my rest of my other tutorials if you haven't already. And also, I will be having some more tutorials come out tomorrow, but yeah, my camera's running out of storage, so I gotta hurry this up a little bit. But yeah, make sure to comment down below what princess you want me to do next in my series, and make sure to like, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up to let me know. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye!